Sibling fights have been around for thousands of years, and they are bound to happen. Living in a house of 3 older sisters and 3 younger brothers, it's obviously I've had my share of fights. According to the webpage Sibling Rivalry Part 1, last accessed March 13, 2011, one of the first stories in the Bible deals with the rivalry between 2 brothers, Cain and Abel. The older brother, Cain, is irritated at constantly having to take care of his younger brother, Abel, and keeps asking his parents, "Am I my brother's keeper?" Sibling rivalries have been around since time itself, and it's no wonder. Always being compared to the others, being called the wrong names, and having to fight for your belongings does take its toll. Today, we are going to take a look at these burdens on families by first finding out what sibling rivalries are, then taking a look at the causes, and finally finding out when it's time to step up, take action, and stop these fights. First of all, what exactly is a sibling rivalry? According to the University of Michigan Health System, last updated June 2009, sibling rivalries is the jealousy, competition, and fighting between brothers and sisters. Rivalries can lead to several problems. Among these are breaking up of families. For example, an MSNBC celebrity article called Celebrity Sibling Rivalry by David Levin, posted September 9, 2010, discusses several different relationships between families. Among them are Beyonce and Solange Knowles. This article discusses how Solange has been living in Beyonce's shadow for so long, now that when she is asked if she's related, she replies no. Now that you know what sibling rivalries are, you may be wondering, what causes them? According to Dr. Barbara Condrum in an article called When Siblings Grow Up on their website School of Metaphysics, copyright 2009, studies report that 82% of people living in Western countries have at least one sibling, and siblings generally spend more time together during childhood than they do with parents. However, spending too much time together with siblings can have its effects. An example of this may be, say you have an older sister, 1 year younger. This means throughout your whole high school career, you must compete with each other in a sense of get too much time together. Also, this starts a sense of competition between each other, so everything is a contest. An example of this would be Venus and Serena Williams. And this story is also true for most of my friends. Another cause of sibling rivalries may be parental attitude. Age determines the way in which a parent treats their child based on their responsibilities. For an example, an older child may have more responsibilities than a younger child. However, the older child may then be able to do more things. This may cause fights between 2 children. Another factor that adds into the treatment of parents is sex. This can be seen with one parent favoring the boys over the girls, or the girls over the boys. This can cause tension between the boys and the girls in the family, causing fights. Finally, birth order can also play a part in feuds. Older children have personality differences than younger children. Also, with times changing, parents treat children different today than they did in the past for the same-aged kids. An example of this would be it is now normal for kids to stay out later than they did a few years ago. Once again, things such as this could bring up the whole "this is not fair" concept, causing siblings to get mad at each other. With so many rivalries between siblings, there has to be solutions, right? And ways to prevent it? Well, of course. Because not all cases of rivalries are the same, it's important to take each one and treat it specially. A childdevelopment.info.com website page called Handling Sibling Rivalry, copyright 2010, discusses some of these solutions. First of all, don't make comparisons. This will make children feel as though they are not good enough if they are compared to an older or younger sibling. The previously mentioned article, Handling Sibling Rivalry, quotes, "Instead of comparison, each child in the family should be given his own goals and levels of expectation that relate only to him. Also, parents should try to avoid situations that promote guilt to siblings. Teach young children what's right while they're young to prevent sibling conflicts involving this in the future. Parents generally let siblings solve the problems, says Handling Siblings Rivalries. Parents must choose when it's time to step up and take action. of rough situations. Taking sides and punishing the wrongdoer should not be done. Because sibling rivalries are one of humanity's oldest problems, you can find ways to prevent them, now that you know more about what they are, what their causes, and some solutions to end these rivalries. So what happened to Cain and Abel? The story of these two brothers has a tragic ending. Cain becomes so angry that he kills Abel. Well, thankfully, most sibling rivalries don't turn out this way, but now that you know more about them, you can work to prevent them in the future.